You won't believe what's going down in the music industry right now. One of the biggest stars in the game is out here claiming he's being controlled by a major industry mogul. Hard to imagine, right? This is the same artist who skyrocketed to international fame and even took home a Grammy. But now he's speaking out, saying he feels trapped in the industry. How does a simple collaboration turn into a full-on nightmare? In this video, we're spilling all the tea on how what seemed like a dream deal turned into a shocking power struggle. By the end, you'll see the music business in a whole new light.
What I said is that, isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put it past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They got to test every last one of them.
Remember when a certain Afrofusion star was on top of the world, Grammy in hand, and living up to his title as the African giant? It seemed like nothing could stop his rise to global fame. But now, whispers are swirling that things aren't as perfect as they once seemed. Let's take a trip down memory lane. This artist started out making waves in his home country with a unique sound that had everyone talking. Hit after hit, he quickly became a household name. His breakthrough album had fans dancing worldwide and even earned him his first Grammy nomination. Then came 2021, a career-defining moment. He finally took home the Grammy, solidifying his place on the world stage. Magazine covers, sold-out shows, and A-list connections. It looked like the ultimate dream. But as the saying goes, not all that glitters is gold.
Let's see how many of those come back to be baby oil. Bro, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No, they just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. Is I looked it up, bro. Let me see. See if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Let me. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is its effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rub it on it, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.gov.
Swirling faster than a tornado in Kansas. Fans began whispering, was this Afrofusion superstar really as happy as he seemed? Everyone wondered, what's really going on behind those designer shades? At first, it didn't make sense. Why would an artist at the peak of his career be feeling down? Then, the cryptic social media posts started rolling in. One moment, he was celebrating his success. The next, he was hinting at feeling trapped. It was like trying to piece together a puzzle with half the pieces missing. Enter a major industry mogul, a powerhouse known for his connections, marketing genius, and legendary influence. When this collaboration was first announced, it seemed like a match made in music heaven. A global icon joining forces with one of the biggest rising stars in Afrobeats? It sounded like a no-brainer. But here's the catch. Why would an artist already blazing his own trail need this kind of backing? It's like hiring a swim coach when you're already winning gold medals. Then, the cracks started to show. It wasn't just about dissatisfaction. He felt trapped. In interviews, he began dropping subtle hints about creative conflicts and the struggle to maintain control over his own music. It was like watching a slow-motion car crash, and fans couldn't look away.
You're not even gaming because you won't claim it. No, you want to sit around and pretend to like bitch. That's what y'all do. And then you get these hard jostling.
So I'm just
like
curious.
these are the you like half man bitches. No disrespect, but Jocelyn rough.
Them shoulders is.
And the way she like running up on, I already know she done strapped up on you.
Ooh. So, Jack, let me ask you. There's some of the shocking.
I hear that mean with a harness.
Oh. Okay, not a harness.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I'm sure somebody's already asked you this, but have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money
Right.
and sex.
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he's recording these?
He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now,
Yeah.
is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How many times I got this is wild.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across? That's,
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they got.
I found out. I talked to my drug guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tucci. I didn't know which one it was. So I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in. And then it made perfect sense. Tusi,
Talk to him.
drugs with Jaguar,
Let's talk.
drugs education.
101.
So Tusi is the coke, but they take the ketamine and cook it up. And they fold it into the coke. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of with the blood flow. So you want to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra, to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You could get fucked by 80 fucking ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Now you might be thinking, how bad could this deal really be? Well, let me tell you, it's not just bad, it's downright scandalous. Rumor has it that this contract might be so twisted, it makes those old school record deals look like child's play. Let's break down what we know about this arrangement. On paper, it seemed like a dream team, one of Afrobeats' biggest stars joining forces with a legendary hip-hop mogul. You'd think it would be all champagne toasts and chart-topping hits, right? But word on the street is, there's a lot more to this story than meets the eye. At first glance, the contract probably looked pretty standard. Distribution, marketing, and behind-the-scenes business handled by the label, while the artist focused on making music. Sounds like a great setup, doesn't it? But here's the catch, there's always fine print. And this fine print, it's giving off some serious sell your soul to the devil vibes. Music contracts can be more complicated than decoding mixed signals from an ex. We're talking about clauses that control everything. Royalties, advances, merchandising, touring, and more. And trust me, some of these clauses are sneakier than that one friend who mysteriously forgets their wallet every time at brunch.
I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in the exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo, I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? and it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s or nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So
Burna isn't the first artist to find himself tangled in a messy contract. Remember Prince? He literally wrote slave on his face to protest his Warner Bros. Deal. And let's not forget TLC. Despite selling millions of records, they still ended up broke because of their contract. And as for this industry mogul, well, let's just say this isn't his first rodeo. So what's really at stake for Burna? His music? His money? His freedom? Girl, it might just be all of the above. These contracts don't just control an artist's work. They dictate their sound, their image, and even who they collaborate with. Imagine being in a relationship where your partner decides what you wear, who you hang out with, and even what you eat for breakfast. That's how tight these deals can be. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Burna dropped a bombshell that had fans gasping. Turns out, he might have signed away way more than just his music. In a recent interview, he hinted that this contract gives the label a cut of everything. And I mean everything: his tours, his merchandise, even his endorsements. It's like someone's got their hands in all of Burna's pies, leaving him with little more than crumbs.
I'm here at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah. So then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff. They're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there, because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. He was like, yo, I don't care, man. I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ will have to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed him and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, he just looked, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room. There's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bruh, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
With a powerhouse mobile's hands in every part of Burna's career, you'd think he'd be living large. But what if I told you this deal was actually serving up a feast of chaos? The industry is buzzing with rumors about behind-the-scenes battles that make reality TV drama look tame. At first, everything seemed perfect. Burna and his new collaborator were all smiles, flooding Instagram with studio sessions, yacht parties, and VIP events. They were serving major friendship goals, and it looked like we were witnessing the rise of a hip-hop power duo. But behind the filters and hashtags, a completely different story. Tension started heating up faster than a hot pocket in the microwave. We're talking studio clashes so intense they'd make Simon Cowell look like a softie. Calling it creative differences would be an understatement. It was more like full-blown creative warfare. And when it came to the money, things got even messier. Think Crocs on a high-fashion runway level of messy.